What's up, guys? Nick Daly here back. I was actually just working on an RJ Barrett video. He's going to be eligible for an extension on July 1st, but I decided to make another Murray video, giving you guys the latest news in case you aren't familiar with what's going on. Even if you are, just my take on it. So there was a report that came out this morning, and it said that the Spurs, they didn't want 3 first-round picks; they wanted 4 for Murray. And at first, I was like, that's a little bit too excessive. It's just not exactly what the Knicks need to be doing. Do they need Dejounte Murray? I don't think they need him. I mean, they kind of do. They need a point guard. They don't need necessarily Dejounte Murray. But a lot of people are thinking, let's bring in Brunson. Sure, he's too pricey, but at least we don't have to give up our picks. But I mean, Murray's on a really reasonable contract. Let me look up his contract really quickly for you guys. Dejounte Murray contract. It's very favorable. I mean, yeah, it's a 4-year, 64 million. I mean, this guy will be 26 in September, so he's kind of like the same age as Brunson, but he's 6'4". He's a very good defender. Doesn't have the best jump shot. Hold on a second. Let me share you. I'll show you guys my screen here. Give me a second. Okay. So you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. So Dejounte Murray. Let's take a look at his 3-point percentage. I'd like to know how many he took a game as well. 32.7, 1 for 5, 1 for 6. Didn't take any in all these games. And he went 6 for 9, 2 for 5, 0 for 5. 33. I mean, that's around the same territory as I want to say Ja Morant. I mean, give or take, Ja has to work on his jump shot, but that definitely isn't the worst. Like, you have to respect his shot, is what it looks like. But like 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 assists. Oh, I'm a moron. He didn't even play in those games. Oh, that was okay. I feel stupid now. All right. And then this game, obviously, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 13 rebounds, 13 assists. So this guy is a walking triple double, basically. He nearly averaged a triple double. He has a good contract. He's not even in the prime of his career yet. The Knicks need a point guard. So here, let's look at both sides. And I'm in the middle. I really want Dejounte Murray, but it's not because I'm a YouTube. Well, I guess a little bit of it is, but it's mostly as speaking as a Knicks fan. Even though I've got a Lakers shirt on, it's Kobe though. It's a Kobe shirt, not really a Lakers shirt. I got this I don't even remember how I got this a long time ago. But the thing is, 3 first round picks and a young player, a mystery team according to sources, has offered the Spurs a young player and 3 first round picks. So would you guys offer the Spurs Quentin Grimes and 3 first round picks? Actually, I know you wouldn't. Actually, maybe. I don't know. That's really tough. Let me know down below if you guys would do that. Everyone is in the middle. It's so tough because let me put it this way. Would you guys do 3 first round picks and Cam Reddish? I love Cam Reddish, but I think I would do that because we don't know about Cam Reddish. Like, he hasn't really gotten an opportunity yet alone with the Knicks, but also there's a reason why the Hawks moved him, right? I mean, he was playing the same position as a bunch of other players. I mean, they've been getting a lot more production from guys like Kevin Huerter and Bogdanovich. So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, Dejounte Murray is an all-star. He will not lead the Knicks to a championship. He's not a number 1 option on a team. I mean, he got the Spurs to the play-in tournament. But those picks, I don't think they'll get us anything better than Murray. And also, I mean, the reason why the Knicks are so let me get out of this. You guys don't need to see this anymore. Hold on. All right. I mean, the reason why the Knicks are so fascinated with Jalen Brunson is because there's not really anyone else on the market. And also, the Knicks have struggled to bring in big names. I mean, we saw Kyrie and KD went to the Nets, and obviously the Nets haven't really accomplished anything more than the Knicks, so it didn't matter. But I'm just looking at the trade market, and 3 picks and a young player, 3 picks in Cam Reddish is fair because those picks, at best, they'll be used for another trade. But will that trade get us a player like Dejounte Murray? I mean, Murray is perfect for the Knicks. He's an elite defender. He's an elite rebounder. I don't know if he's elite at attacking the basket, but he's the exact point guard that I look for. I mean, he's 6'4". He'd be really good next to RJ because imagine a starting lineup of Dejounte Murray, RJ Barrett, and Mitchell Robinson. And then, of course, the rest is to be determined. If we give up Cam, we wouldn't be able to start him at the 3. I mean, Randall's still here, Obi Toppin. Preferably, if we do bring in Murray, we get rid of Julius Randle because Randle, I don't think Randle's gonna be able to play with these guys. Like Murray and Barrett, I mean, these guys are gonna be pushing the pace and attacking downhill. And Randle just he's not bad, but he just doesn't fit what I want the Knicks to do, which is push the pace and of course just be a lockdown defensive team. I mean, the Knicks were I think were they 12? I don't know. Where were the Knicks in defense? Were they top 10 or 12? I cannot remember at the top of my head. But the Knicks were basically like around 10, around a top 10 team in defense. So, and Murray with his playmaking ability would really benefit the Knicks because the Knicks don't have a playmaker on the roster. I'm trying to, yeah, I mean, no, like D Rose, no. The Knicks don't have a playmaker on the roster, and to be able to get a playmaker who you have to, respect his shot, defense, a leader. He just led the Spurs to the play-in. I mean, what's he going to do with the Knicks? The Knicks are not a bad team. If the Knicks get Murray, they're going to be a playoff team. They're going to be a really tough team. I made a comment. I think it was my last video. I was like, if the Knicks had Kyrie, a healthy Kyrie, I think they could take any team to 6 or 7. And then I got a comment, and it was like, well, the Nets got swept by the Celtics. Well, first of all, the Nets, they don't have any defense. They've got poor coaching. Like Coach Thibodeau, we don't like him as a coach, but he's significantly better than Steve Nash. Let's be real here. And Kevin Durant, the coach of the Celtics, whose name I should know, but I don't. He went over from the Nets. He was with the Nets coaching staff. He knew how to shut down Durant because he worked with them every single day. And Kevin Durant played poorly to begin with. So, I mean, the thing about the Nets is they're not better than the Knicks. Kevin Durant, Kyrie, because they have no one else around them. But the Knicks, they're defensive first. They've got Randle and Barrett who can score the ball. They've got decent role players. And that's why we see when the Knicks and the Nets play, it's close or the Knicks are better. It's simple. The Knicks got a hella good defensive team. You bring in Dejounte Murray, guy that you can rely on in the clutch. I mean, I'm not saying Murray is he didn't fill in the shoes for DeRozan when he left the Spurs, but there really isn't a weakness to Murray. And his one weakness is his inability to shoot the three, but 32.7% isn't even bad. That's completely respectable. So would I give up 4 first-round picks for Dejounte Murray? I don't know. I really don't know. I want Murray. I think 4 firsts is a lot. But at the same time, the Knicks need a point guard. Dejounte Murray's 25, will be 26 in September. He basically fits everything of what we need. Why not bring him in? I mean, we're not giving up any players. Like, I'd rather give up picks than I would our players. Like, you guys want to give up Obi Toppin or Amanda Quickly or Quentin Grimes? I don't want to give up Cam either, but if it comes down to Cam or not to get Murray, I'll do it, I guess. I just feel like the Knicks with Murray are going to be significantly better. And I know you're thinking, the Knicks missed the playoffs. Bring in Murray, what's the difference? Well, the Knicks got off to a bad start, and Coach Tibb, he didn't figure things out until late in the season. So now, even if Coach Tibb is here and Randle are here, I expect things to be a lot different. And not to mention that Murray would be able to play Coach Tibb's system because he's athletic and he can attack in transition. He's an elite defender. So, yeah, let me know if you guys are getting tired of the Murray videos. I'll try not to just post Murray. Like I said, I have an RJ Barrett video in the works, and I'll give you guys the beginning of it, man, a sneak peek. So it's just a quote, but so RJ Barrett had this to say about the Knicks. This is where I want to be. I love playing for the Knicks. I love playing in the Garden, he said. I love how we got to the playoffs last year and looking to do that again. I love everything about being a Knick. Yeah, this is 100% the place I want to be. So RJ Barrett should remain a Knick for the foreseeable future. It's just going to come down to how much he makes. So there was an article that came out by The Athletic, and I purchased like the premium version. It's $1 a month, and they talked to sources around the NBA and like executives about how much they think RJ should make. So I'm going to get into how much RJ should make because I want RJ here. Obviously, I want him extended, but I don't want to overpay because RJ Barrett, is he a number 1 option on a championship team? Not right now he isn't. He could be down the line, but so we've got to be smart about how much money we're giving out, man. So, but yeah, until next time, Knicks Daily, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.